What's up, guys? Beast NJ here for the Level Up Network, and welcome back for another Let's Play video. Better than ever, I will say. All the bugs are fixed. This should be our my first, flawless Let's Play video for us here. And of course, we are checking out Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, maybe one of the best Lego games ever made. I sure am really enjoying it so far. And here we are checking it out. Now, one thing to note before we get started here is I did have to turn off the music because, as is with any Star Wars game, they tend to get copyright stricken for the John Williams score. So I didn't want to take a chance. I turned the music off, but rest assured the John Williams score is here in full. The Star Wars Force Awakens score is here totally in full, and it's awesome. And it sets the scene really, really well. I am playing as Poe Dameron, and we are on Chapter 1, I think this is, Assault on Jakku. I have played this already. I am a little bit further than this, but I chose this mission to start because it doesn't really, I mean, if you're playing this, hopefully you've seen the movies already, because, you know, it's going to spoil things for you, but I didn't want to spoil too much of the game for you, so I picked one of the earlier levels, and this was a good one that shows off some of the new mechanics of the game as well. So, as I said earlier, I am on Assault on Jakku. I am playing as Poe Dameron, and with me is my little BB-8 buddy. BB-8's pretty awesome. He's got this little Sonic the Hedgehog move here. You can kind of rev up your ball and go flying around. He's fast. Everybody loves a little fast BB-8. Now, if you might recognize this scene from the films here, it looks a little bit different, of course, because the level does take some takes some liberties with these licensed properties, but boy, is this game pretty, man. They really did an outstanding job, as they always do with these games, just making it look visually spectacular and really staying true
why didn't I just get a regular door with hinges and a handle?
So, a couple of things I do want to note is, like,
all right.
you know, I say it's one of the best Lego games ever made, if not the best Lego game ever made, because they're definitely learning from previous experiences. The puzzles in this game are actually fun to do. They're not just like, I mean, they're easy, don't get me wrong. It's not, you're not going to sit here racking your brain like The Witness or anything like that. But the puzzles in the game are just a lot more fun to complete, and the ones that are a little bit more challenging are actually pretty rewarding. Another thing is what I'm about to show you guys right now is these multi-builds. So it's not just as simple anymore as just smashing all the Legos and then building something. Now you have options. So if you see me walk up and you're seeing these kind of orange highlights across the screen here, so you can actually choose where you want to build it. I can build it over here, I can move it over here, and that's in order to like get access to new areas or gain secrets. As you see, once she completes that, now I can build the other thing I wanted to build. So sometimes you have to choose the right one, other times it'll let you choose both anyway, but it just brings another dynamic level dynamic level of gameplay, so to speak, to the game. Now I did already complete that, like I said earlier, so that would have been a red brick right there. But I just appreciate that mechanic. I like the idea that you can use those now to get yourself to bigger heights to find more collectibles, and find secrets and unlock characters in the game. Which reminds me, another improvement, if you ask me, is how the menu works here. Now, I don't know about unlocking characters. It seems like when you find a character in the game, it unlocks for you. Now, I haven't been able to access the character select screen because I am going through the story mode, so I don't know how to get to that. I'd imagine you can't do it in story mode, probably just in free play, but to access your secrets, instead of going to like some kind of hidden room, you just go to your wheel here, highlight the red brick, and all the red bricks that you find are right here, and you can turn them on and off and buy them. So veterans to the Lego game franchise will recognize this as being a super big relief. It's so much less of a pain in the ass than have to track down this hidden room and go turn on and off your bricks and purchase your bricks and things like that. Now it's just right here with you on the go as you go through these levels. So I really like that a lot. And of course, the biggest thing to notice is this is Lego Star Wars. What better return
Can you check it out?
to the Star Wars universe than with The Force Awakens? They do this so much justice. I'm a huge fan. And one thing I'm going to get to show you guys really soon is what these Star Wars games, in my opinion, have always been lacking in the Lego universe. And that's the blasting aspect, the shooting aspect. I haven't actually figured out what this thing is for. For some reason, he hides in a barrel. Or and if you don't, other people hide in a barrel. I don't really know what that's for. Maybe just for cover. I don't know. That's happened in a couple levels. So another addition to the gameplay here is instead of kind of scanning the area for just one little isolated secret, now you get characters with these goggles like Bo who can actually scan the environment, and you can find your secrets that way. You don't have to walk up to a machine. It's just built right into your character now. And then also expose weak points and new ways to traverse the area, as we're seeing right here. But that's it for now. So we'll just play through the level and just have a good time. I'm going to play through most of this level. It's pretty long, and it actually transfers into another level afterwards. So again, here's the multi-build stuff. You can build that over there. Get BB-8 going. Yeah, we're going to play through most of this, but it is pretty lengthy, so we'll probably have to cut it at some point early. But yeah, like I said, this is one of the examples of how the multi-build stuff comes in use, and how kind of like figuring out the situation at hand, it's just more fun. It's just more fun, and they definitely learned from their past experiences. One thing we're not going to get to see here is lightsaber gameplay. Oh my god, the lightsaber gameplay feels so good in this. It cannot be said enough how good it feels. Now that's only in select levels so far, because if you're familiar with the Star Wars story, you know that there's not always lightsabers around, especially in this film the game is based off of. Let's kick some ass here with old BB. I like that too. His helmet comes off right so you can see the stormtrooper's face. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of little touches. There's also some pretty awesome digs to the prequels. There's this one part in the beginning. I will give you a little bit of a spoiler here. It's not too much of a spoiler. It's just a little something funny. So if you really don't want to know anything, avert your ears. But the game opens off with the final scene from Return of the Jedi. Well, not the final scene, but one of the final scenes from Return of the Jedi, in which, you know, Darth, your father, comes to the light side, and you will together take on the Emperor. So when Vader's laying there and he takes off his helmet, it's Hayden Christensen's face at first, and he's like, oh, wrong face. Luke takes off that like Lego man's head and puts on the puts on the proper deformed Vader face. So I thought that was pretty hilarious. So yes, if you were worried if these games were still funny, yeah, they are still very, very funny. They are still very tongue-in-cheek and very self-aware. I don't know what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I just really always love the Lego humor in these games. Oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm talking, I'm getting distracted. It's been a while since I did a Let's Play, I'll tell you that much. Because my shit wasn't working, and now it is working. And here we are. But yeah, it's super funny. It's super charming. It's super family-friendly, as always. I mention this probably anytime I play a Lego game.
Also, could you
if anyone's giving you shit for being an adult or older and liking Lego stuff, tell them to go fuck themselves, because these games are super fun. I always have a blast with Lego, and it is very much for all ages. There is stuff in here for grown-ups. There is stuff in here for kids. There's stuff, if you're a kid and you're watching this, I'm sorry for my language, but chances are you probably know me by now. Yeah, there's stuff in here for everyone, man. It's super unique in that sense, and it's really come a long way. And even just little things like the interface. If you can look at Poe's HUD in the corner here, and like just little things like that. And when you see me interact with the pieces, and the little meter comes up, shows you how long you have to go to build that item. Just little touches like that. It's all kind of coming together like three-dimensional, almost like Iron Man, like in the world is kind of the HUD. It's really cool the way they're progressing in this, and one of the coolest progressions I'm about to show you, I think, is the third-person shooting. So if you hadn't heard, they have added cover-based third-person shooting to this franchise, which is just totally insane. It's something I never thought would actually be in it, but now that it is, it makes total sense. It just works so well. It feels excellent, and it's a no-brainer that it's here. So again, there are spoilers obviously from the movie in some capacity. Captain Phasma and the squad rolling deep. And there's our boy Finn. I forget his code name. FN2187, I think. I'd be a real nerd if I knew that by heart, wouldn't I? I don't know if that's right, but it might be.
Back to your squad.
I like Finn. I like that he's just such a goober. Doesn't really know what the hell's going on. Also worth noting, the actual voice actors from Star Wars The Force Awakens came back and recorded new dialogue for this game. It is them in this game. There's, you know, some regurgitated stuff from the films, but it's intertwined within some new dialogue recorded by the voice actors. And everything sounds great, and they use the lines from the film in the right spots. And here we are. We got the third-person shooting I was talking about. Oh, not quite yet. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, and you can evade. I almost forgot. You can evade. You see me rolling around there with the left trigger. You can actually evade. Also, when you feature through the games. So they're getting more kind of like action combat feel to the game. I said that's so weird. They're getting kind of action combat feel. They're getting more action combat oriented though. It's a big change. You might not think so at first glance, but it really is, and it works really well. Everything feels great. Everything works great. All the new additions are welcomed, and they all just work so freely. It is so cool. And it's Star Wars. Had I mentioned that? Did I mention it's Star Wars? Because it's Star Wars. I really never thought they would make another one. I really didn't. I thought for sure, with Disney owning them, and Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers, owning the Lego franchise stuff, and I think they own Traveler's Tales. I thought for sure that was it, but here we are. A new Lego Star Wars game, the best Lego Star Wars game, maybe the best Lego game, period. Fantastic. So here we are. You can see your character kind of slouches down and it kind of zooms in on you. That's when you're about to enter a third-person shooting segment. So here we are. We are third-person shooting in a Lego Star Wars game. And the cover matters. You will take damage. You can blow up explosives. You just only do that to take out the enemies. You can lock on and aim if you want, or you can control it with your left trigger. Shoot wherever you like. So it's totally up to you. Another cool thing is if you look in the upper left corner, you see my meter flashing. That means your special abilities charge. Some of them are really flashy and awesome. Some of them are a little more practical, like Pose. You charge up your assault rifle, and it kind of gets supercharged and starts the rate of fire really starts to increase. So I'll check that out right now. See a little blue light around me. Now we're crushing this. So yeah, I mean, like I was mentioning earlier, there's some real like action elements being transferred. We have special abilities now. We have third-person shooting. We have evasive maneuvers. It's getting kind of crazy here. Let's see, how do I do this? Gotta get rid of this guy. Bunkus. Yeah, I'm such a big fan, man. All the additions are really well. And like I said, the special ability stuff, I definitely think is something they learned from the Lego Avengers game, which was mixed reactions were given in that game, mixed reviews were given in that game as well. I liked it personally, but I definitely think they took the special ability stuff from that. The third-person shooting is brand new. That's this game's iteration, and that's kind of what I appreciate about Lego games so much. Is because there's all these different franchises.
Can you see any weaknesses?
They kind of have time to take a step back, see what they want to do differently from franchise to franchise. And there's always one thing, at least one thing new that they add to each game. Just look at what's going on the screen here. It's really beautiful. It's like we are in Star Wars right now, man. It's probably the best Star Wars game I've played in quite some time, honestly, too. Let alone making Lego. Yeah, I love that they always add like one big thing new and carries over all the way to games to come, and they tweak and improve it and enhance the games. Really fantastic. One thing I don't think we'll get to see today is the flying segments. The flying segments of the game, maybe we'll check that out another day, or you can check that out on our
I think something just crawled up my
streams, our past archives of our streams. I will be streaming this game some, so you can check some out there if you want. The flying segments in this game where you're flying, and the space combat, the dogfighting is just fantastic. It works so well.
It's okay. There's a water tower over there.
So definitely check that out. They're really, really cool parts of the game. I don't think there's one in what I'm going to show you guys today. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. What do we need? Oh, shit. Lift it up. Let's see. Get Poe going. Come here, Poe. Come here, Poe. I always forget how sensitive the triggers are on the DualShock 4. I shoot everything by accident all the time. There we go. Put out these flames here. There's the scene is, again, there's a broken record, but there's spoilers here. The scene where you escape from, I think it's, what do you want, the Star Destroyer or something. This movie's version of the Star Destroyer, and Finn and Poe break out and they steal the TIE Fighter, the Dark TIE Fighter. That is awesome. You're flying around the ship, taking out its defenses. That is one of the coolest things I've ever done in a LEGO game. It was really a lot of fun. It's shortly after this, but not shortly enough, honestly, for us to get to it. So, oh, that's awesome. When you're not in third-person mode, you get a little personal shield. So, we just learned something new right here. So, you get different special abilities depending on when you're in third-person shooter mode or just your standard third-person mode. Which is very interesting. I did not know that until right now. Pretty cool. It's like I said, they just really keep adding new mechanics, and it's getting like pretty deep at this point. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to see how far they have come if you go and look back at the LEGO Star Wars 1 through 3. And then of course the prequels. Which, don't judge the games by the movies. The games are actually way, way better than the movies. But the games are great. The movies are obviously terrible. Even these little puzzles I like. Just fitting the pieces in the right slots. It's stupid. It's short, but it's gratifying to feel that lock into place. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. It's all about that progressive feeling, that gratifying feeling of getting through one area to the next. That's what video games are pretty much all about, right?
Flame!
Feeling like you're accomplishing something. And the LEGO games do that very well. What do we do? Let's see. We got to take out this Flame Master 2000. Oh, wait. I don't think I can do it now. There's a multi-build for this.
Hey, what's that?
Where you build a... Let me see. I might be able to... Nah, it's gonna run around, damn it. Where you can actually build a popcorn machine. So that's one of the multiple ways you can use those. The first time I did this, I did not build that. I went to the left and I built a popcorn machine, and it started shooting popcorn out everywhere. And all of the stormtroopers ran over and took their helmets off and then started eating popcorn. And I got distracted by that, so then I took them all out. So that's cool. So it really is kind of unique the way you can go about approaching these different levels. It's cool, man. It really continues to impress. I really, really encourage you. I understand if this has never really been your bag, and that's totally cool. I get it. But really, if you've ever had like somewhat of an inkling to try out these LEGO games, I would definitely check this one out for sure. It has come so far from what they used to be. And if you even like Star Wars just a little bit, you really have to check it out then, because this is made for Star Wars fans. If there's one thing to be said about Traveler's Tales, you might think they pay me to do this Let's Play because I'm such a huge fan of everything they do, but they don't. I just love their games, man. They make quality stuff. But one thing about them that must be recognized is they care. They really care about the franchises they use in their video games. They really want you to feel like you're in that world. And they know the fans are super critical, especially stuff like Marvel and Star Wars. Like, they know what they're dealing with. And they know if they don't dress to impress, then they're going to hear about it. And they never get written to. It's always just top-notch fan service all across all boards. It really is something quite spectacular. I only wish we could hear the music right now, but unfortunately you wouldn't be able to see this video if I did, so I think we'll watch this and we'll probably cut it for the day. But this is great. Even that little music might get us in some trouble. It's very low though. But yeah, maybe we will cut it there. So this has been, of course, another Let's Play from your friend the Beast NJ for the Level Up Network. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this, let us know. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and come on back for more Let's Plays like these, as well as all of our weekly talk shows and vlogs and all that fun stuff that we're always doing. You can follow me on Twitter at thebeast_NJ. You can follow us on Twitter at the Level Up Network, level spelled LBL. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Play a lot of games. Have a great day.